Hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. So I'm back with another haul. Despite it being January, I have still been out buying things, but before I start doing that, I'll just show you what else I've been getting up to. So I showed you that I'd started my journal that I picked up in Hobbycraft with this little gorgeous girl. Still love my gorgeous girls. It's a bit noisy outside. And then I got inspired by another YouTuber. She's called Vicky Papioff or something. You might have seen her, the European lady, and she did a beautiful snowfall kind of, oh, I've got hairs on there, snowfall sort of distress ink, or I think hers was painty, but it had that sort of impression with the lovely birch trees, and I thought that I would give it a go. So I can't take any credit for the composition, but I was really happy with how it came out. So I did those in the distress oxides in the background, and these trees I was able to do with the stencil that I bought when I went to a craft show previously, which was one of these creative expressions ones. So I just did some paint through there and then went round it and sort of outlined it. So that was really good fun to do. It's fun to mix paint and distress ink and pens on your stamps and things like that. I'm feeling happy with that one. I thought I'll go on and do some more, what do you call it, kind of mixed media art journal, and was a lot less happy with this one. This one's a bit random really and didn't quite work out. This was using my dies, the locket and key dies I got for Christmas, the intricate dies from Hobbycraft. But yeah, the background was quite pretty, but the rest of it probably didn't quite come out as I had planned, but there we go. You get your ups and downs, don't you, when you do these kind of things. So that's what I've been doing in my art journal, and I've also been doing a bit of colouring in, ready to make a card with my cute little MFT Pirates by Birdie Brown. So they're cute, and this is a big background stamp that I've got as well. So that's what I've been creating at the moment. I've been back at school this week working, so I've not had as much time as I had the previous week. As you can imagine, although it's not been a bad week, it's been nice, been back. But yes, still been buying. So from craftsdash.co.uk, I picked up some bits. So I picked up from the Lawn Fawn, one of the smaller sets. It's sealed with a kiss. And I think they were all going for about £2.79, or could have been £3. So something around that kind of price. And they've been out for a while, but I just thought, oh, that's quite cute. You think these kind of things, don't you, when Valentine's Day is coming up, or just anything with a sea theme to it. So the other day I had picked up and showed you that I picked up this one, and I absolutely know that this is Christmassy, but I just wanted this one for ages, and I thought the little car could be Valentine's, could be all sorts of things. So I got the matching dies to go with it, because I like these little ones. You can sort of get the dies and you can get the stamps, and it's not, doesn't break the bank, and they're quite cute. So I got those, and I got that one. And I've got another Lawn Fawn one, if I can see where that is. So I picked up these stamps, something up their packaging, in a D-stash, and so I got the dies to go with it, because as you can see there's some really tiny bits in there, so no part of me could be bothered with cutting that out, so pick those up. And I think the dies for each of those two were probably about £3 or £4 each, so there we go, I did it anyway. And whether that was a good idea or not. And I also picked up this die set here by Creative Expressions, and the main reason for that is this is a snow globe set, and obviously snow globe season has kind of come to an end, but I'm just really quickly looking here thinking, what have I done with these? I had picked up the shaker pouches for this exact die set when I was at the craft show before Christmas, quite a while before Christmas, and I didn't pick up the dies to go with it because I'd picked up some different dies and thought, well, I can't justify it, but I really liked the shape of it, although it is really deep. So I thought I'm going to have to get round to getting the die set, and this was about £7.50, or not exactly £7.50, but around that mark. And you can see it perfectly fits inside there, and you get some labels to go on the front. And I just thought it's a really nice shape for a snow globe. As you see, it doesn't have to be Christmas. These are the ideas they give you in the packaging. There's all sorts of other things you could do. I think actually I would probably, had I not already got these, maybe have gone for the MFT shaker pouches, because I think they're thinner. But you know what? That's cute. I like it. So that was my Craft Stash purchase. And I also went on to Amazon and picked up some little bits. I picked up a Memento Black Ink Re-Inker, which is about £3 something, and a 900 Tuxedo Black. So this is the main ink I use to go with my alcohol markers that doesn't bleed through. So I thought I'll re-ink it rather than buying a new one. So happy with that one. And I also picked up, just again to see where I put it, to try out, never had one of these before, to match the ink pad. I tried the dual marker. Let me just open it up and see. So you get a really thick black end there, and you get a narrow one there. This wasn't particularly expensive. I think it was under £2. And I use my black markers just so I can see if I've got a stamped image around, but I tend to go around the outside. You've probably seen it with things that I do around the outside of it. A bit like how you can go around the outside of these and that with black markers. So they're really useful to have. What I try out this one, as I like the ink that goes with it. So we've got that one. And then I also picked up some storage for all my pens. Not that this fits all my pens in, it only fits in a good selection, but actually I come to realise that I keep thinking, well, I haven't got the right pen, but it's more about, I like certain pens, and you tend to use certain combinations, don't you, more than the rest. So it's about getting those certain colours, and lots of colours that I never really use. So it's about narrowing it down to my favourite. How many did you get in here? I think it's 72. My favourite's 72. But I've been keeping mine vertically because that's all I had for storage. So I thought I'd try this to store it vertically. It was £14, and I'm going to have to take you down to have a quick look. So it is in here with various different, as you see, I've got some that are Spectrum Noir, got lots of. I've also got some of the, so that's the Spectrum Noir ones there. I've got Copic. This is one of it, Curie Colour, whatever that is. And some of these ones, which are by first edition, which I actually got them really cheap. They're like £2.50 for a pack of 5. And I got quite a few packs of them, but I quite like how they work. So happy with those, yeah. So wasn't sure what I was going to think. Let's get you back in focus of that pen holder, but yeah, really happy with it. I like the way it's there, and I can see them more easily than the way they were stored before. So if you're looking for pen storage, to me that was a reasonable price, £14 from Amazon, and hold 72 of them. I've got more than 72, but 72 is probably enough for your major colours. So yeah, I'm happy. Then today I went to the Range just because we were going to do some shopping in Asda, and you know, I wanted something to make it a bit more entertaining. I picked up this Simply Created paper pads. It's £1.49, and I thought, how cute are these? I don't need any more paper. I'm sure most people who buy paper say it's incredibly true. It's got cats and dogs on. I love cats. I love dogs. It's got mermaids. I love mermaids. Little princesses, more princessy type things. How cute. And this, I thought, it's a little bunny. It's perfect for Easter. Easter is coming. How cute is that? Then flowers, clouds. I like to think there's clouds on. Actually, you can imagine that going with the snow globe as well. Gemstones. As you can see, it's not fantastic quality gingham. That's quite usable. Random little houses. I like that. It's simple. I like simple styles. Unicorns. Love it. Don't like the butterflies particularly, but there you go. Can't win them all. Not overly keen on that one either. But £1.49. Not great quality, but you know what? When you're sticking it on cars and things, it doesn't always matter. So, you know what? That's just a little treat that I thought I might like, called Enchantment. Really cute. Then I thought I'd try some of this. Wasn't in the sale. Or was that in the sale? Some things I've got been in the sale. In the Range, they've had these stencil sets. I've seen them for a while. £2 for a pack of stencils. As you would imagine, the quality is a bit like just getting really thin plastic and running it through your die cutter, but you haven't had to do it. You just bought it. Saw this one, thought, oh, I really like that design as part of the pack, but actually it's very flimsy, so I'm not sure how well that would work. I'll have to test it out, but I like the idea of the leaves behind it. So you get that one in the pack. You get this one, which I think would work well. It doesn't look very clean, but oh well, it doesn't really affect me too much. It's a stencil, it's going to get dirty. Then this one, which I also think would work well, just because the small holes are less likely to break. That's why I'm saying that they would work better. So you get 3, you get another one, which is number 4. Really like that. I think that's really pretty. If I hold up behind it, you can see better. Lovely flower. That would make like a centre stage. And the last stencil, this is the one that I sort of chose the pack for because it was the front one with the birds on. Reminds me, I used to have a t-shirt from Topshop with that on. It's really pretty. But then I grew out of it. As you do, you grow bigger, not older. I did grow older as well, but it was bigger that was the problem. But I like those birds flying out. So I will have to try them out. I only got them today, so I haven't had time to try it to see what the quality is like. I can straight away tell the quality is not good compared to my sort of decent stencils I paid £4 or £5 for. But they were £2 for a pack of 5. And for the kind of quality that you could make at home, but as I say, you don't have to be bothered with making it at home. I don't have a Cricut. I've only got dies, so it would be a bit of a faff really to make it. So I'll give those a go. Faffing about shoving that back in. Tell you what they're like. I like the look of them. Then this was in a sale. That's what I mean by some things in a sale. I saw one that was a fox in the range, just like this from the same set. I didn't buy it because my partner goes, what do you need that for? And then today I was feeling just a bit sorry for myself because it's raining and just had a bit of backache. So I thought, you know what, they haven't got the fox anymore, but they had the hippo, the bizarre looking hippo with eyelashes, because she's called something like Hetty Hippo or something. Why does it say Hetty Hippo? Yeah, but as you can see on this picture, it could also be a boy and could be, I guess, Henry Hippo or Hugo, another good H name. So I thought in grey felt, how cute would that be? So I haven't even opened it. Need to get around to making that. I like that. It was £4.99, reduced from £10.99 maybe. Don't know if I recall them when they were full price, but they're going for £4.99 now anyway. I also picked up some stamping blocks because I've been using my stamping tools so much recently. I haven't really used my stamp acrylic blocks, but you do kind of need acrylic blocks sometimes, don't you, for very small stamps that you can't be bothered to do on a stamping tool like the Tim Holtz tool. And I wanted to, yeah, so I really wanted a small one. I wanted the Lawn Fawn one, but it was out on the Seven Hills Crafts, out of stock. So I thought I'll get these, £2.99. I like the grid lines on it. It's a Paper Mania one. It's on the back of my hand. I like the grid lines because you can line it up nicely. I like the size. It's probably 1.5 inches square. It's going to be really easy for adding extra little bits on. So that was just a say necessity, but that's never true, is it, with crafty items. And then they had, I don't seem to have brought them up here to my craft room with me, but they had the Do Crafts magazine, which is now, they've now stopped making. The last one was in December, I think. They had the November or October issue and the November/December issue on sale for £1 each. They were retailing for £2.99 in the range for about a year, and then before that they were about £4.99. I haven't got the actual magazines for you to see, but as I say, they're magazines in my range. They're selling off for £1 each, and I like to read them. And the free gifts in the sort of Christmassy one with this chalk and marker and a plastic black bauble. Obviously the intention is to draw on your bauble with your chalk marker. Fortunately you can rub that off as I just do it, so I don't know whether I will actually do that. I like the, once I got it working, it took a bit of shaking, I liked the chalk marker. Here's me drawing a heart because I thought that is a nice clear white colour, and I often need a white pen. I will totally use that. The heart, oops, I'll say that I could use that to what do you call it, kind of edit it and make it look different, and it could be Valentine's Day, but I can see me not using that till about 2020 when I eventually get around to do it with all the projects I've got to do. But for £1, quite like that. The magazine was good for me to sit and read whilst I was feeling a bit achy, so you can't complain. And the other magazine that I picked up had these wooden tags and these other things I think that you could edit. Can't think of a crafty word for editing stuff. So they're a bit like that, sticky on the back, so you could stick it onto a project, you could paint it up, you could decorate it up. Bulky but cute. I could use those. Craft paper, I could actually use that as well because I wanted to buy some craft paper. Also came with these crafty pillow boxes. This was the other gifts that the magazine came with, and they're obviously suggesting that you make it look like that. Personally, I think that looks a bit cheap and tacky, so I would probably just use the pillar box and decorate it somehow. I would probably not use the tags, but they could be handy for something, and the twine I would maybe just use for a tag. I don't know if I like the effect of using it all together, but that's probably just an example they've given. So those magazines are going for £1 each. If you like to read a magazine, why not go to the range and have a look? Yeah, and I think those were my crafty purchases for this week. If you have any questions, or you ever see something that you really like and you think, I live in America, or I live in a place where there aren't any of these shops, you could tell me. I could maybe purchase it and do it for another giveaway, because giveaways seem to be quite good fun. Or if you were up for it, I would be happy to do some kind of a swap with craft supplies in your area. So don't feel just because you don't live around here that you can't get this stuff. So yeah, want to speak to you soon. Bye bye.